we practice yoga flow. Alright, let's get started standing on top of our mats. Take your hands overhead. And you're going to dive forward fold. Breathe, feel good. And you slide your hands up to your thighs for a half lift. You're going to plant your hands on your mat, jump to a plank, and then you're going to vinyasa. So slowly take your plank down to upward facing dog. And then back into downward facing dog. And take your right leg up towards the sky. And you're going to pull it forward. Take your back knee down to low lunge. You're going to hold. You can plant your hands at your hips, or you can take your head down towards the ground, take your hands toward on the mat, and just lean into your lunge. Remembering to breathe and feel good. And take your hands towards your hips. You're going to open into your side lunge. So keep the knee that's already bent, and you can take your hands towards the mat for stability. You're going to move back forward to lunge pose, and you're going to take your hands up to keep your front knee bent into your warrior two. Take your hands out to both sides, and then for a warrior two variation, we're going to take both hands out in front of your chest. Keep leaning into your pose. You're going to take your hands to your hips, straighten out that front leg. Take your arms out at your side, and you're going to fold over to your triangle pose. Take your hand towards your shin of the mat. The other hand, left hand goes up towards the sky. And you're going to take your left hand to the mat, right hand up for a revolved triangle. Breathe in and out, feel good. And take your hands back up. Spiral and plant your hands down towards the mat. Take your leg back into your plank. Vinyasa on through upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. You're going to take that left leg up towards the sky. Pull it forward to your low lunge. Right knee goes down. Melt into the lunge. Hands at the mat, or you can take them by your side at your hips. And take your hands, plant them down. And you're going to open it up, keep that knee bent into your side lunge. You're going to hold, plant your hands down on the mat. And you're going to rise up, bend in front of the knee. Into your warrior two pose, hands are out. And then you're going to take your hands out in front towards your chest for warrior two variation. And you're going to straighten out that front leg, hand up to the sky for triangle pose. And then you're just going to switch your arms. So you're going to take that left arm up towards the sky, Right arm down for your revolved triangle. And take your hands back down, plant your hand in vinyasa on through to upward facing dog. And then back into downward facing dog. And take that left leg forward. Back knee uncurled and is down for a low lunge or lizard pose. So melt into that knee. Melt into that lunge. You can take your head down. Breathe in and out. Curl that toe. You're going to take your arm and grab that back leg for a nice quad stretch. You can take your other hand towards your knee for balance, or towards the floor, the mat. You're going to release that back leg, and you're going to straighten out your front leg. Take your hands up towards the sky, and you're going to fold over your half split, and breathe in and out. You can bend in that front knee, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And you're going to bend back into that knee, and you're going to make your way to Pigeon Pose. So uncurl the back toe, come on down, square your hips, take your hands up towards the sky, and you're going to fold on down and relax and breathe in your Pigeon Pose, opening up your hips, feeling good. You can curl that back toe, slowly press yourself up. You can make your way to a mermaid variation, or if you'd like, you can just take your last final breaths in pigeon. You can grab your arms, take any pose, any variation of mermaid, or stay in pigeon if you'd like. And slowly keep your back toe curled, press yourself up into downward dog. You can walk out your legs. And take that left leg forward into your lizard or low lunge pose. Take your hands towards the mat and stretch into that front leg. Bowing your head towards the mat into the ground. Slowly press yourself up. Reach for that back leg, holding the other leg of the mat for balance for a nice quad stretch. Grabbing the back toes, the back arch. And then we'll release and straighten out the front leg. Take our hands up towards the sky and fold over our front leg for a half split fold. Feel good. You'll bend into the front knee and slowly make your way to Pigeon Pose, taking that knee down, straightening out that back leg, uncurling your toe, take your hands up towards the sky, and fold down to your Pigeon Pose. Breathing, feeling good. Remember, each side is different. Sometimes one side you can get up to another, so you can press yourself up to mermaid pose if you'd like to try on this side. I can do the other side better, so I'm not going to be able to reach my arms, but I'm still going to need a nice stretch for my leg. So take any variation of mermaid or pigeon in these last couple breaths. Remember to keep trying, keep practicing. Slowly keep that toe curled, take that back, press yourself up into downward facing dog. And slowly take a seat onto the mat. And you take your right leg out, left leg stays in. And take your hands out in front of you. I'm just going to take a half fold split. So even if you can get down all the way, you can try to. Otherwise, just take a nice fold out in front of you. And breathe in and out, pointing that toe up towards the sky. You can slowly rise up. You're going to square your hips over to that right leg, take your hands up towards the sky, and fold over that right leg, grabbing onto the toes, ankles, holding over, breathing in and out, taking in some nice deep breaths. And so you can take that left arm towards the floor if you want to try to revolve, fold. It's in your practice. If not, you can attempt, try, do whatever suits you. Feeling good. And slowly rise up. Take that other leg out for a wide legged fold. You're going to take your arms up towards the sky. And you're going to take your arms either to the side of your ankles or out in front of you for a wide-legged forward fold. Folding deeper, trying to get your heart closer to the ground with every breath. And slowly rise up. Take your right leg in, left leg's out. And you're going to take your half split fold. And take your arms out in front of your chest, and you're going to fold over out in front of you, keeping that left leg, left toe pointing up towards the sky. And slowly press yourself up. Square your hips to the left leg, take your arms up towards the sky, and fold over that left leg for a seated half fold, head to knee. Try to get your head as close to your knee as possible, grabbing onto your toes, your arches. for revolve split is in your practice, you can take that revolved fold, and you can take that as well, taking that left arm towards, slowly press yourself up. You're going to take those toes and legs together, take your arms up towards the sky for a seated forward fold, and slowly fold over those legs, grabbing onto the toes, the arches, your shins, whatever suits you. Breathing deeper, getting deeper. Last few breaths. And slowly rise up. And we're taking our seated eagle. You're going to take your legs up towards a seated position, taking the right knee crossing over the left. And take your hands out in front of you. Take the right over the left for your eagle arms. Just take a couple deep breaths. Look up towards the sky. Slowly unravel your arms, unravel your legs. This time we're just going to switch sides. So you're going to take that left leg over the right. Make your way to your seated eagle. And then we'll be taking our hands out in front of us. From the left over right. And we'll just breathe. Look up towards the sky. You can unravel those arms, unravel your legs. You can take yourself forward as if you're going to table. We're taking our knees out wide for our frog pose. Take yourself onto your elbows and just look forward, stretching out your inner thighs. Release your fingers together. Take your toes out wide. Just breathe in and out. And slowly you'll take your toes together, take your hips out even wider, knees out even wider, hips back for your child's pose. And just breathe in and out. Feeling good. Feeling relaxed. Taking some nice deep breaths as we close out this practice. Your arms out in front of you. Take your arms out towards your sides, surrendering, feeling good. And just finish in child's pose. We'll say namaste. Thanks everyone. Hope everyone has a great rest of their night. Let me know if you enjoyed this practice in the comments section. And everyone have a great day. Namaste.